That's wild. I can't believe that. Should have like a name or viewing platform from the track. Track's hidden over there somewhere. Probably doesn't even go anywhere near this. It's a damn shame. What the hell, man? This is pretty cool, actually. Alright, we'll climb back over the left side. Alright, so yeah, it should be the last one. This is where the line seems to end, so we'll go above this. How's it going, people? Today I'm in Nightcap National Park and we're at Minyon Falls and we're doing some extra explorations off Repentance Creek, which is the creek that Minyon Falls is on. So, first of all is I've spied a trib on the side of the road, just over there. We're going to go there in a minute. It's got a nice big slab and it's not a drastically high section of topo, but it's got at least one or two good waterfall that is flowing at the moment, so that's pretty cool. I can't remember if I've looked at it before. Now mind you, there's another one in here as well, so this trib will drop into the main Repentance Creek just over here. There is a creek walk that follows. There's a track that, you know, on the other side of the creek that follows Repentance Creek. Now it looks like it's pretty flat topographically, but as I pulled over to the trib, I've heard and seen this fucking massive slab in here, which is crazy. And again, I don't think I've been here before. If I have, I've checked my photos. I definitely wouldn't have filmed it, I don't think. So we'll go and have a look at this bad boy first. Pretty bloody wide. And we'll climb this. Then we'll go suss out the trib. So this is crazy. It's like, you barely notice it from the road. It's only because I pulled over, like I said. This is wild. It literally just pops out of nothing. Oh, if I can walk through this jungle here. Not too bad. There we go. Look at this. What the fuck? That's wild. I can't believe that. Should have like a name or viewing platform from the track. Track's hidden over there somewhere. Probably doesn't even go anywhere near this. It's a damn shame. What the hell, man? This is awesome. Really two different waterfalls in one. I think it's pretty much flat straight away again, but what a find, eh? Really 3 streams. 1, 2, that's technically 3, 4 nearly. 5 if you get the far one. What the fuck? You see there, just flattens right out. It looks like there might be a little track off the walking track, so good for them. Still not signposted to like to tell you to walk the. I would have walked this track if I knew it was this here. Oh well, hidden gems. Not bad, eh? We're kind of on top now. Alright, so I've climbed up the falls here. It's pretty much flattened out like I thought. A little cascadey bit on top. We'll probably just climb back down the other, somewhere in the middle here. Alright, we'll climb back over the left side of the far bit of the flow. I'll probably just climb out the road up here. I don't have to go back down this. It's not that hard, the road's just over there. I think I saw a car just pretty much through the tree. Alright, so I'm cutting out now. Gonna focus on that trib. Mind you, there is another section further up that is flat here, a little bit of rock. But it does look like someone's got a recorded track that comes into the creek again. And there's no reason why they come in unless it was something worth looking at. So maybe it's worth doing that whole loop, but it's kind of like 3.5 k's return to walk up this creek along that side and then loop back by the road, which I won't bother doing today because I've got something else I want to try and get in after this trib. I want to go look at inner pockets, so we'll see how that goes. This grass is pretty gnarly. It's like rope. Oh, this is actually a vine, so mind you. This grass tangles you up, you can barely move through it. It's annoying. Still better than fucking lantana and wait a while, don't get me wrong. It's just yeah, ankle biting. Anyway, up to the track here. Alright, so here's our trib waterfall. to get off this. I mean, obviously he's got nothing on Minyon, but like, still pretty cool. They could just tell you to pull over and look at it. The road was right there. Doesn't need much infrastructure. Okay, if it dries up in winter, so what? You just don't pull over. It's not the end of the world. Check that out. Some weird ass fucking rotting tree lumps. Anyway, here we go. Boom. Still not to be sneezed at. Alright, so we'll climb up that and see if there's anything above those 2 levels. Alright, so we climbed up from the right side actually. Just carefully in the grass because it's fucking a bit slicker on the rock obviously. Here's the second tier, not too bad at all. And yeah, we'll probably just shoot up pretty much somewhere there. Alright, so another little section. There still could be another couple more, to be honest. The creek seems to bend a little bit to the right, and it still has a little bit more of a elevation gain apparently with the topo, so we'll just see. The hidden secrets around Minyon, people. Alright, the next little tier. Does break a lot of these branches away. They're still not perfect, but better than what it was 2 minutes ago. Alright, it's a pretty good place, this little fucking should. Let's get up. Wonder if this does dry out a bit, but you know, it's probably fairly easy to climb this bit here because it's pretty dry. Looks like it might flatten out pretty quickly here. Yeah, it seems to be starting. We'll go a little bit further and see. It's kind of a not a bad cascade in distance. It's worth exploring the end of these lines. They're not very long. This is only about, I don't know, sort of 200 meters up here. Just check the map. It's like 340 return roughly, based on where these lines are supposed to stop. So that'll be the bulk of it. I don't think they'll be much bigger than them first ones, but you never know. Looks like there's just more slides up here. Water's pretty clear. Got a really white, yellowy rock, which is interesting. Got a really deep pool here, like real deep. Not a bad little swim spot actually. It's kind of hidden up here. Might get a bit of sun on a sunny day. It's cloudy at the moment. This is the one I was spying from down there, which looks like it'll be okay. Not a bad drop coming, and then after that, it might be nearly at the end. Still fairly open to walk, which is great. Thank God it's not choked up. Tadpoles living their best lives. Alright, so yeah, it should be the last one. This is where the line seem to end, so we'll go above this, and I dare say it's flattened out. And then we'll be out of Repentance Creek for the day. We'll get over to another one. Well, it looked pretty flat, got to this corner, but I could hear another level, which is weird. And I can see it way up there. So I guess we go a bit further. We've got one of these creeks that the lines are just a little bit weird. They don't fully explain what's going on. That happens sometimes. I don't think we'll get many more, but at least we'll get to this one. It's not bad. It's worth it to keep going. We'll climb this one and see if it does finally flatten. Just noticed that vine is actually wait a while attached to it as well. Look how long it is. Holy fuck. Right, so this all would have been logged. So this would have been found by logging once upon a time, like most places I've been. And this is not too bad to walk through on the sides, except for that bloody whatchacall grass. But yeah, this seems to be semi-natural forest. Or at least it's going back semi-natural. That bloody waterfall got me. Probably the same one that's going all through there. Wow. Okay. Pushing through. Pushing on through to the other side. Okay, she looks like it's going to be flat, but you still can check the corner. Looks like very encroached in forest, but then we had that back there as well, then it gave us a lot more. So now it's turned into about 800 meters return, doing this little bit extra, but really looks pretty flat and choky there, so I'm pretty happy with going out. Now guess what? It's supposed to be a full drive or logging track, whatever, just running parallel to this creek, just up here. and we're going to hit it. So instead of going back down all that, we can hit this track even faster to get out. See how we go. Here's a stump that will signify logging. This track we're probably going to hit probably was an old logging track, obviously. Probably timber out up here. I might just drive a little bit up the road and try to suss out that Repentance Creek, where I said I can see on Guy someone's done a little zigzag in. I might be able to see it from the track, kind of like how we saw that other one. So I think I'll just double check that. It's the only zigzag into the creek that I haven't seen yet on that little whatever Repentance Creek track. So we'll have a look at that before I actually leave, since that'll be pretty quick. Come on, track. If it exists, not just overgrown. It should only be about 50 meters or something. A bit of a bash, but wasn't far. And this track is not overgrown, so beautiful. What a good little loop. Back down to the road we go. Alright, I won't sign off till we suss out that last little bit of Repentance. See if we've got one more to show you. Well, something unexpected. As I'm coming down the track here, I could hear water to my right. There's another trib throwing down some more rock, parallel to what we just went down and up. So I can literally walk back up this, see what levels we find, and then get back to the same road again. I didn't even see this when you drive along. This little creek's more hidden in. Wow. It's fine right too. It's crazy. Well, might not get to inner pocket today. Still gonna get out and suss out that other thing I was gonna look at. Well, this takes priority now. We're here. Gonna push through. Oh. This one's a bit more chokier, but oh, that's alright up there. Watch where you're going. Yeah, right. Alright, so this is the first real level. It's a bit weird because like it's getting hidden by that tree and the grass and shit, but anyway, we'll go up see if we get a better, clearer level above. I feel like it's going to rain soon, it's going to be real grey. Luckily, there's only short little walks and easy to get out if I need to in a hurry. I just looked at the map as well. There's potentially, that's better shot of that. There's even potentially one more trib that runs off the walking track up this way as well before you get to the top of the falls. So there really are three, and because these two have been flowing, I might as well have a quick look at the other one as well. That'll fill my afternoon, I think now. I won't be going anywhere else. So we'll suss this one, that one, we're all about the same length, only about 200 something meters, maybe 3, depends how far I go up. And then we'll suss that other potentiality on the main creek, and there we go, that'll be it. I won't find anything else anyway, surely today. Alright, we've got a big slide. See what's above. Well, it's a damn shame with this tree over it, but I pruned a little bit off just to make it slightly better in the photo. Over this side it's just more like trickling. Oh, if I can get over this tree. Oh, see how greasy this rock is? It's so greasy. Yeah. Something about this area. This rock type just grows this greasy fucking algae. Alright, so we'll go on top of that, see what we can find. Got two little cascades. There's actually another 4-drive track running on the left of us as well, up the spur, so you can loop out either side, but because I've parked that way, we'll just loop back to the same one we went down. Otherwise I wouldn't mind just sussing the other track for variation purpose. But it adds probably an extra 20 metres, it's not 50 metres though. It's not even going to add that much, but I'll just go back the same way. Oh, look at this. It's pretty cool little section. It'll be the last of what we're going to climb probably. Boom, boom, boom. Not bad. Especially this first one with the trees. I'm going to drag it out of the way. See if it can work for me. Bastard. Pretty cool. For a little extracurricular, you really feel the day with Minyon Falls now. You do the main falls walk, you're done within 2 hours. You go to the top, yeah, that's 10 minutes. You kind of add in these little trips and stuff for extra fun. Hey, you can feel the whole day. All right, still climbing the slide. Boom, boom, boom. Looks like maybe it's going to be the last bit, but we'll see once we get up here. Alright, so it gets pretty choky and pretty happy with that. We're above the line, so done well to find that. This was more slidey than the other one, but still probably 2 good levels. It's not bad. There was a little trib that was cutting it over here that we've got to cut over first now. It wasn't really flowing much, so it's not going to be hard. Over all this shit fucking grass stuff. It's a big termite mound. Alright, up and over we go. Now in theory you could have gone up one trib, go over here, cross the 4-drive track, cut into the other one, and go back down the other one. But 1, I like to do things going upstream. 2, it wasn't that long to double back anyway. And 3, I wasn't really thinking about it. I didn't have it on my radar because I didn't really even plan to do a creek yet. I didn't really know it was flowing. I didn't see it till we got down to the bottom anyway. So anyway, now you know. Good as you wish, but doing this way now, up and then down the track and then up the creek and down the track for a second time, only equals to about 1.6 k's, so not that much. I don't know if that really gives perspective. This fairly steep hill. It slipped on my arse on the first time down. Got a little gate here, and what's funny is that someone's actually tied a ribbon to the tree in there. So maybe someone's done a little waterfall walk up there too, but I don't know why you'd ribbon it when it's like you just follow the creek, you're not going to get lost, and you come back via this track like I did. Pretty bloody obvious. You can see, there's no way you'd see that creek, all those falls when you drive past. So full hidden. You really got to be onto it. Lucky for me, we found it. And you can just see kind of a slab of rock, but you ain't noticing that at all. Unless you're walking and you might stop and then you can just boom, pinpoint it. You'd have to know there's a trip here to really be looking anyway. Just have a look here where it just kind of comes out since we didn't walk here. Yeah. We'll join the main creek just there. Alright. So yeah, 1 trip to look at, see if it's flowing. And we're going to just drive up and double check this little fucking possible cascade on the main creek as well. Happy days. I was just up here. Alright, so we're just back up to look at this last little cut-in point, and there's a little bit of a, I don't know, push-in point with the roadie, and someone's had a little campsite. And it sounds like something's over here, some pretty promising. Look, there's even a faint track in it, so it's really probably solidifies that there's going to be a quick cascade here. Is there one? Yeah, there is. I was right, bang on the money. Gonna find our way down now. Okay, there's a little track here, saved a bit of time then walking the 3.5 k's along the creek, because I don't reckon there's much more else to see on it, but it could be wrong. Shout out if you've done that extra bit of this creek, but we've got what we want here, cascade, booyah. Looks like the best bit of flows over to the right, so we're going to push over there. Booyah. It's pretty cool. Good swim hole there as well. In the peak of summer, this would be a good little spot. This is pretty cool actually. It's a good little extra find. I could signpost and say Cascade Walk, and people would walk this more than just saying Creek Walk, because Creek Walk sounds like it's going to be flat and boring to me. Can oversee this one. Looks like it's probably going to be flat on top, but of course we're going to check, because that's what we do on this channel. We check everything, so we're just over checking. Check, check, checkity, check, check. Explore, bomb. Good grouse. Alright, up and around we go. We'll be shit up that way. Oh yeah. So yeah, pretty flat. We'll just go a little bit and then we'll just cut over again on an angle. Yep, it's pretty flat. So I was right, just that little jut in and jut out tracks from someone's guy was correct. So we've got a faint trail here, see if this will work for us. Get back up. And we'll move the car and go look at this last trip. See if we have some luck. We're having a muesli bar. I'm hungry. Alright, so I think Trib's just straight over here. I'm not sure if I've been here. I might have possibly even seen it, but this last one might be a fail because it looks pretty short on Google and it's not even marked on their little map up here. I can't see where it's coming out of. It's supposed to be somewhere here. Nah, I'm not seeing it. So we're done with it. I hope you enjoyed today's journey. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Hit notification bells to get notified of all the new misadventures. Catch you guys in the next one, eh? Peace out.